I'm on my phone.
You're on your phone.
I'm on my phone.
Is that to the doctors to get your stuff back sewed on?
We're live, by the way.
No, it's like I don't know. It's me trying to work this out because my laptop's not great.
No, your
It's
laptop
like
is old, but you're
my
a lot
laptop's
older
nearly as
than
old
that.
as me.
Who's that really handsome?
Where was the Charlie picture?
Yeah, there wasn't one, was there?
It wasn't. There wasn't one, but there was. But I had to do it in a rush today because of I'm still in work uniform too because it's just been a very crazy day personally in personal life today. It's been fun, let's say. Anyway, hello everybody. I hope you're enjoying your week, and welcome to the Tuesday night live stream. Tonight, you all know Charlie. You probably just don't know him well enough. I don't know if you guys all know that he's actually moved house, so he's got his own spider room. So we're going to talk about that tonight. We're also going to have like a little debate, probably just around the mold kind of issues that we all get and everything. My
Mold.
favourite Southern Fairy, Mr. Grennan.
That
Hey
is
John, hey
my.
Bastian, hi Ian, hey Craig,
If you
hi
don't know
Greg, hey
my.
Crittenden.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people say hello to.
Charlie,
What's up, Bastin?
Charlie.
Oh, what's up, Bastin? What's up?
It's just
Ian,
Charlie just needs to grow the beard a
Craig.
bit now.
Yeah.
Hey
Seems like...
Shane, made to stick MK decals.
You have 3 gingers on screen today.
3? Oh. First of all, Mr. Charlie, I took the picture for this thumbnail from your Facebook profile.
I can see.
Where were you? And what was going
Thailand.
on? But literally the coolest
So
picture of you on the internet.
yeah, so that in that photo, maybe Chris can bring it up. The full one. If you go on my Facebook, Chris, you can find the full one.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
a
explain. Also, by the way, the buggery is Graham. I don't know if you guys know him. He's a fantastic breeder. He managed to breed a Theraphosa, I think, this year as well. I can't remember what species. I just sent in my Theraphosa apophysis today, actually. So, had a lot of mails to send out today. We'll get into that later, I guess.
Comments have just froze. Hello to everybody.
Nothing's froze. Your phone is just. Yeah.
No, I've got because the comments on StreamYard come through
Hey,
real
there you go.
rubbish. But
So,
got a laptop behind.
damn,
Yeah,
I
so
can't. I wish I had some more photos to hand that I could show you from this, but basically, so for those that don't know, I worked on a PhD of spatial ecology of 2 species of cobra in Thailand. There was spitting cobra and the monocle cobra. And as we had this big, I don't know exactly how much. It was a national park, basically. We had part of this national park to survey for cobras in, and we were tracking some of the cobras via radio telemetry. And me and my friend were riding the motorbikes through the jungle, and we saw loads of smoke. And we came up to this part of the jungle, quite deep in. There was a massive fire. You can see all these trees are all burnt, and there's actually like black on the left-hand side by my leg. Like that was all burnt. I had my helmet strapped to my bag, and on my right hand's a snake hook, because our radio telemetry was showing that our cobra was somewhere in the area, and we were just surveying the area for any animals that had been sort of injured, possibly by this fire, or snakes. But yeah, so that's what's happening here. My friend took a photo of this without me knowing, so that's pretty cool.
You you literally talk about it as if like just it's just happened like as a normal thing.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. Well, I've got
That
a lot more photos of the actual fire, like deeper into it, and it was savage. It was crazy. But yeah, it was cool.
so you just happened to be doing a PhD, and for that PhD you went radio tracking the cobras
Yeah,
in
let
a
me
forest.
make sure that it's not my PhD. I was working on a PhD for someone else. But still, yeah, less work for me, I guess. But yeah, it was the best 2 years of my life being out there.
You literally just lived the dream.
I did live the dream. Yeah, I'm very fortunate. I got to
Would-
work with
Can't
some
you go
amazing
back?
animals. Yeah, I mean the PhD is not going on anymore. But yeah, of course I can go back. It's not quite. I mean, yeah, it's this. Yeah, of course I plan to go back at some point.
Mm.
But yeah, got quite a few animals here now, so a lot from Thailand as well, actually.
Did you actually hook many cobras while you were there?
You mean handle a lot of cobras? Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah, a good amount. One time we tracked a spitting cobra to someone's house, which frequently happened, and the Thai people don't have as much knowledge as perhaps even some Westerners have about snakes. They have a lot of fears and irrational fears about them, and because we had radio trackers on these cobras, we would know they were in their house. Whereas before, the cobras would almost certainly be in their house, but they just wouldn't know. So it was a lot safer for them because they knew where it was in the house and everything like that. But a lot of the time, they would just try and kill them. And because they're our study animals, if we only capture half a year of their movement, it really doesn't show much because we need a full year of data or ideally 4 years of data to see how frequently they return back to sites and stuff like that. But anyway, the spitting cobra was under someone's house, um, and upon returning, I think 4 times in no, I think we would return there 4 times a day just to make sure the villagers weren't doing anything silly with the snake. But upon returning about middle of the day, he'd stuck a hose pipe down the hole in the back of his house where it was, and he was trying to flood it out. And I called the guy, the manager of the project, and I said, "Listen, this is what's happening." He was like, "All right, just get the snake out and relocate it somewhere close." Um, so that was one time of many.
I can't lie. One of my biggest fears is literally coming face to face with a cobra. I've had so many nightmares about this. Unreal.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean cobras are.
yeah. I absolutely adore them.
If there's a lot of snakes that you're going to come across in Thailand or Asia or anywhere, um, they're probably one of the ones that you do want to come across because they'll stand up and they'll let you know that they're there and to get away. Whereas a lot of vipers and stuff like that, they'll just they will sit still, you know.
What size were the cobras that you were dealing with? Because obviously, the main ones I always see on YouTube are like your king cobras, so like big,
Oh well, we
massive.
were dealing with those as well, because king cobras would. We had one such situation where a king cobra had actually eaten one of our monocle cobras, and of course we were still tracking this king cobra because the tracker was inside of the king cobra now, where it had eaten the whole snake. So we were tracking this what we thought was a monocle cobra for a long time, and it was like breaking all of our expectations of movement because king cobras can move kilometers upon kilometers a day. They're very active snakes. And eventually we managed to track it to a cave where we managed to capture it and realize that it wasn't. Yeah, I consider myself lucky every day. It was incredible. Um, but yeah, when we found this king cobra inside this cave, and we realized then that this wasn't our study animal. And also we'd frequently have king cobras in camp. We'd have about 1 to 2 a week in the camp, because there was also a similar project going on for king cobras opposite us, and we actually had a wild king in our camp as well at one point. That wasn't that someone just one of the Thai people ran over shouting "snake, snake," and
I
yeah.
mean, king cobras they're not. they're not a snake you can mess around with in any shape or form. I've seen, I think it was Tyler Nolan. He got bit by one, lost a finger.
No, oh yeah, Tyler Nolan. Yeah, he got bit by a king.
I watched how it happened and all the rest of it. You can say what you want about him. I was more interested in how the venom was affecting him than anything. So I watched it, and he was actually stable in hospital. He'd had lost about this much of his finger.
It's a very interesting story, actually. This.
And then he goes on to say, like, he had that metallic taste in his mouth again.
Yeah. So
started feeling really, really, really poorly. His finger swelled up massively again. And what they actually discovered, as you probably know already, Charlie, is one of the king cobra's fangs had lodged itself in his finger, and the hospital had missed it. So effectively, the venom was coming out of this fang still, and restarting it off again. And he ended up losing, I think it was the majority of his finger, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think he lost to about the middle part of his finger. I mean, the guy's lucky, man, because you can get. Well, I think the worst part. I think even he said. I think the worst part is the sickness you get from taking that amount of antivenom is meant to be awful, meant to be absolutely awful. Rehabilitation center. Well, we used to do all of that ourselves. As for the fire, I didn't see one injured animal for the fire. It's not like they're penned in. There's a massive, massive national park, but we scoured there for a good amount, and I didn't see one injured animal. I mean, it happens. The forest outside of our camp was in the middle of the jungle, and there was obviously lots of different types of jungle around us, and the jungle that was right outside our camp was called dry dipterocarp. It's a type of biome, if you will, and that would burn every year, and there was still animals like thriving there, just in abundance.
Was it just the one trip over there you did, or?
I've been going there all my life. I have family out there, and I have a place in the northeast. So I've been going there all my life, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to go back.
You lucky person.
Yeah, I'm very lucky.
That is just so literally all you need to do is book flights and you're there.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
What are you playing at then?
Well, tarantulas apparently.
That Micro Exotics t-shirt?
No. Yeah, no, of course
No. I was people have been getting their mystery boxes from last week, and my god.
I know, I've seen, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Feels like, very excited. I think he got £100 mystery box, which equated to, did he say 150 quid worth of stuff?
Is that what he said? I didn't see.
And he effectively only spent 80 quid because of the discount.
180 quid worth of stuff.
180?
Yeah. In a 100 quid mystery box, which he spent only £80 on.
Wow.
I know Wolfie got some nice bits today as well, so
that's double crazy.
Serious, yeah. There's a lot of luck around him, and a lot of positive messages afterwards as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to definitely get him back on again.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Craig said 180. Scott, yeah. Bastian, cheers. I think we've spoken, Bastian, before. I think I was talking to you about the stuck shed on your, I think it was an Alafe Teneria or something you had.
I've got the comments on my laptop behind me, but let me just back out of there and come through.
Yeah, I think I was speaking to Bastian recently because he was asking in the Scott's Invert chat about a snake he has. It was there they are. I think it was a cave racer of some kind, either a Alafe Teneria or Ridley Eye or something. Or maybe it might not have been either. Is that on the Facebook one? Yeah.
Yes, he was. Yeah, because I've seen it. A fishing ponds are hi Nessa.
And I asked where you work, so I was gonna come see you. But...
Hey Bastian, hi Al. Got my comments now. Hey Craig.
Yes, he's probably gonna go back on at some point.
Probably not just yet, because I think we bankrupt him.
Well, at some point. That's what I said. At some point.
But 20% was like
Very
a
generous.
good whack.
Yeah.
I think next time we need to do 10%.
Hey, Charlotte.
It's still good, but but we won't buy.
What's
Oh,
up,
but yeah,
Charlotte?
but when you you're doing a like a banging mystery box, £100 instead of £100, it's 80. But
Yeah,
you're
that's
still
crazy.
putting what you normally do. Yeah. I don't know if you want to tell everybody, Charlie, what's been going on for you, for where you were before, and then kind of getting this room that you've got now.
Yeah, so all my animals were in my bedroom previously, and our landlord said we had to move out. So obviously, oh, pardon me. Part of the thing that I was looking for me was either a spare room, which would have been ideal. A spare room in the house would have been ideal, but one place we did find had a shed at the end of the garden, as you can see. I'm actually outside right now. So basically, I'm in a shed right now. Obviously, I've got a radiator in here, and without the radiator, it does get very cold. Although I'll show you in a bit, but you can see, just here, this black strip here. This is some insulation I've just put in the last few days, and then
Hey,
up there
Buggery.
as well, there's some insulation as well. So yeah, so I've just started insulating the place because obviously it's getting a lot colder. Oh, and up behind me here as well, that black line is just thick insulation. So just trying to keep as much heat
Hey, Emily.
in the room as possible. And unfortunately, soon I'm going to have to insulate it even more. And there's going to be like silver insulation covering all the windows and stuff, which obviously isn't going to look as pleasant, but it needs to be done. And I'm going to cover it up with some various bits as well.
Yeah, but it's insulating for the spiders, so if it looks pleasant or not, it's there for a very good reason.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's going to drop down. I mean, it was like, I think it was like 2 or 3 degrees the other night, which is it. Maybe I'm naive saying this, but it doesn't get massively colder than that in England. I don't think at night. Could be wrong. I mean, it drops into the minus sometimes, but
Yeah,
Just realised that I'm muted. Yeah, but there has been times, but not
yeah,
often.
yeah. But I think it was like 2 or 3 degrees the other night. I checked it. And it was properly cold, which was worrying in here because there's a lot of windows in here. There's windows over this side as well. So
Just put an extra heater in at the moment.
oh, now it's fine. Now it's like, well, I'll show you in a minute. But now it's plenty warm in here. But just as the time goes on, I want to save on heating really.
yeah. Because at the moment, I should imagine your electric bill is going to go up a little bit.
I'm not sure. We
room.
pay it in the year, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah.
Get some decent PIR insulation between those rough joists.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what then you insulate it, and then are you going to get some form of air conditioning ready for the summer, or do you reckon you'll be all right?
Well, this kind of insulation generally does keep it cooler, so it keeps the temperature that's in the room, if that makes sense. They're
It
both
doesn't bring a lot of
foil-sided.
outside heat.
It doesn't. Yeah, it shouldn't bring a lot of outside heat. But if it's anything like this year, where it's like up to 30 plus degrees, I won't have a choice because that was even more stressful than the cold, to be honest. The heat.
The year before, it was 40 degree.
Yeah, and I didn't. Oh no, I did. Fuck.
Yeah. I remember sitting in a country lane out in the middle of nowhere, reading 42 on the van temperature gauge.
I didn't care. I was down with COVID and the heat wave. I literally slept through it.
35, 40, not spiders that much. PIR insulation will keep you warmer in the winter, but keep excess heat out in the summer. Hey, John, does anyone know if heat mats are cheap to run? Yeah, they're only like 10 watts, so
depending
not too
on
bad.
Some of the bigger ones are up to 20 watts, but that's like nothing. And that's
but
when
it should be
blast, and once it reaches the temperature, it will turn off, so you will lose a lot less power.
If you know what you pay on your kilowatt, then you should be able to Google it, and they'll give you one of those calculation boxes to put in 10 watt to what you pay per kilowatt, and then it'll tell you how much it costs to run an hour.
1 kilowatt is 1,000 watts.
I literally just phoned one of my friends up, and he tells me Bloody amazing guy. How did you originally get into the spiders, Charlie? Before we have a look around the room and you show us those setups that you've got and everything else, how did you originally go, yeah, I'm going to try one of these tarantulas?
So actually, it was when I got back from Thailand. So while I was in Thailand, on my little jungle camp, we kept a few snakes there. We had 2 monocle cobras, a spitting cobra, a king at one point, 2 rat snakes, a green pit viper, green tree pit viper, a white lip pit viper, and I think we had a few others. But I would like get like one of our boxes we used to keep small snakes in, and I would make a little terrarium, and then find a scorpion, like we have in the hobby, Heterometrus. I think it's Longomanus or Spinifer, I think is the one that's in Thailand. So I'd find like Heterometrus Spinifer and just keep it for a week and then release it and find another one or something else, another bug. And I always thought, up until recently, when I got back from Thailand, actually, I always thought tarantulas were stupid pets. I always thought they were really silly and you can't hold them, and that they never show affection. So what's the point in keeping them? I don't know why I thought that. Somewhat naive opinion, but anyway, that was my opinion. I thought they were a bit silly, and I always said I'd never get one. But funnily enough, looking back at it now, I actually have pictures of while I was in Thailand of like screenshots of Pocotheria ornata and stuff like that, and T. Celedonia. So I must have been on my mind at some point when I was out there as well, which is really strange.
You took pictures of Celedonia out in the wild?
No, screenshots. So I
just
must have like
screenshots.
seen them on social media and just screenshot them and be like, oh, that's pretty cool. No. I wish that would be amazing. I'd be one of the few people, I'm sure, if I managed to photograph Celedonia in the wild. But anyway, so yeah, and then I got back from Thailand and I was like, do you know what? I kind of miss keeping a scorpion. So I actually brought my first invert, which is still here. It's just down here, is a Heterometrus Selenius from Venomous Visions. And then the inverts I got
Was
with...
it Peter size still?
No, that was Salinas.
At the time?
Yeah, no, that was Salinas. I haven't been in the hobby that long at all.
Hey, Matt.
So, what's up, Matt? And with that scorpion, I also brought some isopods from Micro Exotics, funnily enough. So I brought Armadillium Gestroy, and I brought something else.
Panda Kings?
No, they weren't very exciting. I think they were
Propagori?
off the top of my house. No, I think they were just Scabba, just normal Scabbers. Porcelia Scabba, I think. Yeah. But yeah, so they were my first 3, I guess, species of inverts. That I sort of kept in England, at least. I kept mantis before previously, not when I was really young, I mean. So yeah, I kept mantis before. And then after that, I went to Spider Shop and I brought my first 3 spiderlings, which are all still with me as well now. I brought a Phonopelma calcodes spiderling. I brought a Chilobrachus hohenai, and I brought and a Brachypelma bome. They were my first 3 spiders. So yeah, and obviously I brought Chilobrachus hohenai because I was like, oh wow, that's cool. Chilobrachus from Hua Hin, which I actually have a lot of friends, so it's named after a region in Thailand called Hua Hin. It's like the Chilobrachus Kenkrechan is named after the national park Kenkrechan. So I was like, oh yeah, got to get that because they had the, when you check out on the Spider Shop, they've got add this to your basket for £2, and they had the Hua Hin. So I was like, okay, got to grab that, and then and of course the Phonopelma calcodes is the same size as when I brought it. The hohenai is really big. Well, considering it was tiny when I got it, and the bome is not growing too much, but it's got some colours now, so very interesting.
You're gonna be Scotch before that calcodes is an adult.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
literally, probably older.
That's if I still have it by then. But it's kind of sentimental, isn't it? You know, that scorpion and those 3 slings, they're kind of sentimental. But it was good, man. I did get. I went well with spiders when I first started. I lost one spider quite early on, which is a mistake I learned from. I had what is now Amazonas germani, I think, Pseudoglomoris gigas. I brought a sling. It might have been. It might have
I think
not
it
been.
was Tapiensis, wasn't it, before Pseudoclaris as well,
Might
wasn't
have been. Yeah, it might have been. But yeah, I think I just didn't water it enough. But apart from that, that was the only spider I lost when I was getting into it. But I got into it pretty quick and pretty heavy, to be honest with you.
I was lucky because I was chatting to Rad from CF10 a lot, so I'd get these mystery boxes and I'd be like, Rad, what's this? What's this Psamopaeus Emernia? And he'd be like, oh, you keep it like this, keep it like that, and I was like, oh right, wicked. So I was very very lucky because this is before he got like massive seller. Do you know what I mean? So you could get hold of him easy.
Yeah, it's been quite amazing. Even in the small time I've been in the hobby, like there's so many new spiders coming to the hobby. Like every month, it feels like every week sometimes.
It's so where do they keep finding them?
Mad,
People say, and you have conversations with friends that the only place we've got left to explore is the bottom of the oceans, and it's like, I don't think so. People are still finding spider after spider after spider. It's 30,000 sand spider species they reckon are still out there to be discovered, and they've only just recently found that trapdoor one living on the coast, which is amazing because it lives in its burrow on the edge of the sea, and the sea comes up past its burrow, and it sits in there and waits for the sea to go back down again, and then that blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I think that's something that's very unique to this hobby, or invert hobbies probably. There's just so many different inverts, isn't it? It's just a shame there's not more funding for entomological studies. Like we've had electric blue in the hobby for a while now, and it's only just been described. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. Electric blue, not the other. Yeah.
I was disappointed they didn't just call it Chilibrachius electric blue, because it's been known for, as like you're saying, it's been known as electric blue for a long time. But that's put this big long fancy name on it instead, and I still can't pronounce it.
Yeah, there was while I was in Thailand, there was a lot of snakes that were redescribed.
Charlie microphone.
Oh, wait, hello.
It keeps going further and further.
Yeah, sorry. When I was in Thailand, there was a lot of snakes that were redescribed, and we always used the old names. But people will still use electric blue, won't they?
Well, same goes for Grammostola rosea and Porteri. It's still Porteri and rosea, not normal colourform and red colourform.
Yeah, I still call, like you say, Chris, I still call them rosea and Porteri, because to me that's what they are, and they're not as they said. Really, I think the majority of the hobby agree that it should just go back to how it was with those. But the taxonomists obviously seen a lot more than what we did.
I've never kept them.
They're about the same as your Calcodes.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not keeping them.
I find it strange, like how a lot of people use scientific names for certain spiders all the time. You know, this Psamopaeus emernia. It's not Venezuelan sun tiger. It's Psamopaeus emernia. But when you come round to an LP, OBT, and GBB, everybody across the whole hobby says those 3 words.
True. Yeah.
Literally, nobody says, "Oh, it's Lazadora parababa." This LP.
Well, maybe it's because. Well, yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I just saw that Ling said, "I'm looking forward to getting Charlie's cracker box tomorrow." I think she said. I sent her a box of very, very nice spiders today. So yeah.
I know what's in there.
Yeah, she's got a.
Oh, don't spoil it.
Oh yeah, is she gonna make a video or something about it? Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah, I won't spoil it. Ling, Should I not spoil it? Oh no, she's gonna maybe want to post about it. Oh, he can tell. Okay, cool. Yeah, so she's got a Xenethsis immanus male. Well, hopefully subadult male. Well, we don't know for sure it's male, but by the colorings and the sires, we're probably guessing it's probably a male. She's got a Brachionopus species maracale, which is a new baboon coming to the hobby fairly recently. So it's very nice. She's got a Harpactira tigrina, which is not super common. That's quite a nice spider. A Dolichothele damantanesis. Mature male Balfouri.
Just tarantulas. That's because they're associated with beginners who often haven't got to grips with the proper names. That is very true.
What's up, Kelly? Kelly, you got some. Well, actually, there's 3 people here that I sent tarantulas to today. I sent some to Kelly at Just Tarantulas. I sent some to the Buggery, and I sent some to Ling. So I had a busy morning packing, I tell you. And there's also something else in there, Ling, but you're gonna have to see tomorrow.
I think Just Tarantulas go to majority of the shows now, don't she, Kelly?
Yeah, she's fantastic. She's after my own heart as well. She breeds a lot of baboons. So I sent her a Harpactira namaquinensis male, mature male today, and I sent her a Pteronoculus murinus RCF.
So give it a few months, maybe season next year. There could be some namaquinensis on the stand there.
Well, unfortunately, it's possible, but I doubt it. So that male that I sent her is a bit broken. He paired with. There's still a chance. He paired with my female.
Hey, Anton.
When I first got him, but then she molted after a few months, and then after my female was conditioned, he no longer wanted to pair. He just kept running away. So I figured instead of just, but he ate the other day, and he's like 8. I think he's like 7, 8 months old. Mate, he's pushed back 2 meals recently. I'm like, what?
I have 2 hot Haplopopus famosus coming to the spider shed tomorrow.
Nice.
Look forward to giving him a go. Old but may work. Yeah, look, yeah, I'm old and I work, so let's have some faith in him.
Yeah,
you never know. He might even pop out on molt. I
keep expecting it. I keep expecting
Just imagine
it.
if he's been eating like that.
Well, he's still very skinny, but he's eating. Yeah, I mean, he ate. I tried to pair him last night with my female, and honestly, my female is not normally very gentle, but she's always really gentle. She's so keen, but he just doesn't want any of it. So. Yeah, but yeah, and obviously the Buggery got a mature male apophysis. That is one of the most, because I've never kept. I've got Faraphosa here, but juveniles that I've grown from slings, and that mature male, my gosh, it's really quite a pleasure to see an animal that large. It's just amazing. It really is.
My apophysis matured male, and I couldn't find anybody with an adult female.
Well,
Scott's not used to seeing big things.
Yeah.
And passed away after, I think, about 7 or 8 months being mature.
Okay.
But the thing with the apophysis really struck me is how beautiful the mature males actually are.
Yeah. Really nice. So anyway, hopefully my male's going to the Buggery, and I think he's got 2 or 3 females, and then he's going off to someone else with 2 more. So.
Got 5.
5. Oh God, 5.
That mate was going to be like, "Come on, girls."
he messaged me. He was like, "It's going to be a busy boy." So.
So of course, I mean, you obviously started keeping your spiders and everything, and then when did you decide I'm going to have a go at breeding? And what was the first species that you bred and actually was successful?
Well, the first species I ever tried to breed was successful, so I guess that was pretty lucky. I haven't been in this hobby long at all, so I'm not going to claim I know a lot. But the benefit is me, as I've worked with animals all my life, so I do
It
have
shows. It
a
shows.
good knowledge of animals. I've only been in the tarantula hobby 2.5 years or so not long at all. The first species I bred was Harpacteria pulchripes. Yeah, I think so. And obviously I've had a few different sacks since then, but I've got a lot going on now. So hopefully next year it's going to be a lot of cool stuff. So yeah.
Do you reckon we'll see the 8-legged emporium table? That'd be a lot to get on a Harley.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever be so interested in having a table, to be honest. I thought about it, obviously, but yeah, I don't think I'd ever. Well, you never know, right? You never say never. Who knows? Who knows?
Look at Dave. Nobody thought he's going to have a table, and look, he has a table now.
True. Yeah, so who knows? Yeah. Phidippus bidentat. I haven't heard of that.
Omitep, going to try and play as soon as I feel better, said Nessa. Nice.
Nessa, do you keep quite a lot of jumping spiders?
Lots of tarantulas coming to Adam, says Charlotte.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, really. Now I'm sort of working with Adam a lot more. We only just started working middle of this year. So oh yeah, I've just seen he rides a Triumph Speedmaster. Cool. Yeah, I've got a Harley Iron 883. But it's not very well right now.
I like the Triumph Speed Triple.
Street Triple, yeah, they're good bikes. I was going to get one of
the
those.
older ones, and the Rocket, but the Rocket 3.
Yeah, they're really cheap. Like for bike, I don't know why they're so cheap.
And they're a lot of bike.
They're a lot of bike.
They are a big bike. Yeah, big bike.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I only started working with Adam like that, sort of middle of this year. So obviously when he was going to quit work, it was sort of made sense. He approached me and sort of said, "Listen, I'm going to start stocking more stuff now." So
hey DK,
my breeding stuff's going to go there. So I'll start breeding a few species that I wasn't really intending to breed. But yeah, we're going to give it a go.
That'd be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah, so you'll see a few different. We got a few more things that are going to be going on his site, I think, before the end of the year.
Is your phone fully charged and ready to go?
My phone isn't, but this webcam is.
Oh, mobile. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, mobile. So I'm not on a computer here. I'm on my laptop. So I'm going to try and bring it around. If not, we can actually. I don't have signal down here, so yeah, it will have to be a computer.
Okay.
Oh, what's up, Wolf?
As well as the spider room, have you got the settee in there yet? TV.
Oh yeah, no. So
man caved.
By Christmas, it will be fully man caved. I have something really, really cool coming. So yeah, we'll see soon. Obviously, right now I'm on this big sofa in here. This is the sort of peripheral of the. For now, this is the wide angle shot of the spider room, but it's going to be a bit different. I need to still don't have lights, so it's a bit dark in here other than these lights. But this is sort of what we're looking at from the side view. So
you put him on big screen, Chris, with us at the bottom or the side.
We will
on the side,
or the side or the bottom, whatever you fancy.
Okay, where should we start? Should we?
Hold on. No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Sorry, God's being sick.
We will...
blah blah blah.
I guess we'll start over on the far side, and we'll work our way over. And if anyone in chat wants to see anything in particular, we can.
Oh no!
Over.
Internet.
Oh.
Signal crap down there. Oh no. Bye, Charlie.
Hello? We good?
Nope, that's gone.
Yeah, got you back.
Yeah.
Very, very pixelated.
Wait for it. It should come back.
Oh, it's back. Yeah,
Because it's
yeah,
not really changed. It's wired, but the wire probably just came out a little bit.
yeah.
So I've got it kind of separated into sections. My room. I had a big collection, which we'll talk about in a minute. I guess had a big collection of animals come in a few weeks ago, which we'll talk about, I guess, in a bit. So some stuff's not quite in its place, but this stuff is. So this is my small little shelf. So pretty much here, we'll start here. This is almost all either Pteronoculus murinus DCF Kenya or Botswana. There's a few bits in here. There's a few random bits in here. There's 2 Harpactira nemoquinensis from Ian Willman, fantastic guy. If you are looking for baboons at the best price, and he's a really nice guy, go see him. There's I can't say, this is one of the scientific names I can't say, but E. olivacea, the Tanzanian olive baboon.
Olivaceae.
Yeah, Olivaceae.
And
Yeah, that
I
one
only
I can
know
say,
that
but
because
the
I can't
E.
pronounce that. It's because my friend is desperately after some. And he
Oh,
kept,
okay. Oh yeah,
that's
yeah. We spoke about that.
Yeah, well, he say desperately after some. He's actually got a couple now. But before then, I was like, oh yeah, them ones. And then he said
These
it, and
are
I was like,
actually
all right.
they're doing. That's a molt up there, not a dead spider. It's just here, but we can't really see it with the camera. But anyway, yeah. So I got a couple of E. olivacea here, and then the rest of them are pretty much Pteronoculus murinus DCF Kenya. So let me find one that's out. We can see. These are very small juveniles right now, but they are beautiful regardless. So there it is. You can just about see it there.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So
Nice.
still small juveniles, but they're all growing up. Hopefully we'll have next molt. I'm going to try and sex some females and get a few more out there. So I'll be selling maybe 2 or 3 females, and then keeping the males back because I've got an adult female up there. That hopefully will also be producing slings either this year or very early next year. So fingers crossed for that one. So that's all of them. I actually have a I have a male Harpactira baviana as well here. That come from Luke at Spar Spiders. So that's my female, which I'll show in a bit actually.
The legend of the Luke Spa.
The very fantastic.
Hey, bedroom breeder.
Fantastic. Oh, what's up, bedroom breeder? What spider?
Hello.
Wait, what spider? Oh.
I'm waiting for the crazy Russian comment.
Yeah, some spiders don't hide.
What? Sorry, Chris.
Nothing.
Crazy Russian comment.
Hey, Sarah.
Yeah, and to be honest,
hey, John.
What's up, Sarah? What's up, John? Yeah, and to be honest, the rest of them here are kind of random slings. So we've got Haploclastus devamatha, we got Harpactira golden black, Harpactira pulchripes,
Jason.
DCF Kenya.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
As well. Set with the P. murinus kingoma. Oh, lovely. Nice one, Jason. That's fantastic.
Are you taking any of those to Coventry? If so, how much are they each?
If he's only just had the sack, I'd hope he's not. Oh, mind you, if he's pulled them out and he says 60 slings, so maybe he means... Yeah, you might be right, actually.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah, that's
Spider share, GBB never fails me.
Female.
Yeah, GBBs are very good, actually. They're fantastic animals. Yeah, we've got a few more random bits. We've got a little Heterometrus longimanus. We've got 2 the parthenogenic species of scorpion, L. australasiae or something. I can't. Literally is australasiae or something like that.
They hatched 3 weeks ago.
We got a fantastic true spider here from Jeremy's Wild World. Big shout out. This is a Heteropoda lunala, and considering adults of these are like really expensive, they're like 65 to 80 £, I think.
Hey,
slings grow quick, and this was only a tenner. So hopefully we'll have some more of these. But So
Jeremy, Jeremy almost gives them away at that price, I think.
Jeremy, yeah, he deserves everything he gets and more. So these here was my first ever spider. This is a Brachypelma bomate. Actually, he's going to be ready to eat actually now. Actually, super cute at this size. So there it is.
I now own rubber duckies thanks to Adam at Micro Exotics, who surprised me with them in a mystery box. Rubber duckies in a mystery box. What?
That's crazy. There we go. Big shout out to Micro Exotics.
Oh man, yeah. I might have to get a mystery decent size one at one of the shows next year. He ain't going Coventry, is he?
No, unfortunately, there will be no shows we're doing until next year.
See?
Yeah. But yeah, this is the original. He's
Where it
hungry.
all started.
Or she's hungry. I don't know. Hopefully, it's a female. The rate is growing. But yeah, I think I'll probably keep this one for. Well, unless it's a mature male, it might get shipped off. Where's the? Well, if I ever see it mature. And here is the. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it. To be fair, it's not super tiny, but there we go. Come on, little one.
Exactly, Jason. Imagine getting rubber duckies in a mystery box.
There we go. So there's the original Phonopelma calcodes that I got.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's 2.5 years of growing right there.
I've got bicoloratum that's literally molted twice in 3 years.
Yep.
In 3 years. And it's still pinhead.
Yeah, so I got a few other little slings, random slings here. Yeah, we got also up here, we got a few cool species actually. We got Orgocephalus ezendami, so that's a really cool one. So that's a juvenile. Hopefully I'll get that sexed out next molt because
A nameless collector.
Not growing too quickly, so hopefully that's female. We got Cirripagopus dorii. This is quite a cool one. I'll show you this one actually, because this is not common at all, and hopefully next year I'll be bringing these into the hobby. I really do hope, because they're quite cool. So this is a baboon, but it's a dwarf baboon, and it's called Harpactyrella. So it's not Harpactyra, but Harpactyrella.
I'm not even going to lie. I've never heard of the species.
I have.
So I'll try and show.
Got the Lunar Bowie coming over from Jeremy. Nice. Hey, Tarantula Rambin.
Lower.
So unfortunately, it doesn't really do it justice, but it's very pretty, nice gold color. It's very interesting, this species, as having kept it for a little while now. I've had this spider for probably about 8 months, and I've noticed I had this spider for 8 months and it didn't eat once, and it also didn't molt. So they certainly are a lot different to Harpactyra, because Harpactyra wouldn't be like that. So yeah, it didn't eat for 8 months, but it was drinking loads, and eventually, recently, it's molted about maybe a month or so ago. And I have a male here as well, so but I'd have to wait for that male to mature.
What species was it again?
Harpactyrella over the jerky. Yeah, just tarantulas. Yeah, that's right.
Ellie just put it in chat. I was trying to look at it and pronounce it. And I was like, yeah, I've got no chance.
Oh yeah, I think I didn't even say the species name. But yeah, Harpactyrella over the jerky. So they're not common in the hobby. I've never seen slings available. So I would love to breed them. So I have a male growing on, and hopefully that male. I'm not sure what size they mature at, but if they mature quite small, then hopefully next molt it should be mature. So yeah, and I've got a few of my friends that have males, so hopefully one of us will be able to do it. Yeah, I got a little Vietnam silver here as well. Came from Spa, of course. Just spraying this one while I have it down.
The legend.
Yeah, the legend. Fantastic prices and animals.
Hey, Philip.
I've got a few of some rarer slings here. I got Orgocephalus brayeri, which are getting to a decent size. Probably not going to be able to see these, but we'll just leave them for now. But yeah, Orgocephalus brayeri. Hopefully I'll get some. I got 4 of these. And then I got 2 Harpactira Marxy slings, which are quite nice. But we got 2 Marxy females as well, so hopefully one of these will be
5-minute warning.
Oh,
5 minutes.
5-minute warning before.
Yeah, 5 minutes till 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, we do swear a little bit. There could be adult conversation and topics. So if you've got any children watching, just remember, come 9 o'clock, that's the Scots Inverts Watershed.
Kelly,
just while we've got quite a few people in here, has anybody got a Euthalia species green female? I've got a mature male which matured just before BTS. He wants it, and I've been trying since BTS to pair him with my female, and my female is not having any of it. She looks like she's been. She looks like she was.
I think I might know someone actually.
She looks like she was due a molt. So if anybody's going conf that's got female,
Scott, remind me about that, because I literally spoke to someone today, and I think it was green female that they had.
Are they going to Coventry?
I think they are. I will need to double check.
I will bring him with me. He's awesome.
Well, do remind me, because I need to just double check it was green female.
Yeah, and not Kelly, green.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but yeah. Kelly, do you have Harpactorella over Dejaki as well? I assume you do. I think you've probably spoken about it. So yeah, that's about it for this shelf. Oh, actually, I've got these are all my H Polkapees that I produced this year. So they're all in really nice size little pots now. They're a good size animal now.
I'll bring him to Coventry.
So they'll be growing on.
She does, yeah.
Yeah, I see. She's got more stuff. She's got stuff that makes me jealous. You'll
be fine with those huntsmen. You'll be absolutely fine. You'll be surprised, actually. Then.
Well, Kelly, I'll be on to you when my male hooks out, and after I pair mine for sure. I got a cool little Hogna species here, which isn't in the UK, I believe, yet. Or at least if it is, I don't know. These are going to go to Jeremy. So this is called Hogna species Gumia. You're not even going to be able to see these because they're tiny. But they've given me the runaround, and they've got a nice little stripe on them. So they're a little bit different to the Hogna we have here already.
That's the one that you sent me the picture of, wasn't it?
Not sure. These are the slings. I might have done. Not sure. But yeah, these. So yeah, that's cool. So hopefully Jeremy will be able to do something with these. Don't know what he's going to do, but we'll see. Yeah, hopefully they're all right. I had 8, 2 have died, so I've got 6 left. They're very fragile as spiderlings, so good odds so far. They've all eaten, so that's good. We've got some Harpactira caffreyana here, which is very nice. We've got a T. Celedonia, which I've had for about 2 years, and I've got back there as well. I've got an Omophyma species Lankawi from Just Tarantulas that's in the chat now, so that's nice. Very nice spider, very pretty. I think it's male, unfortunately, but I'm sure it will probably end up going back to Just Tarantulas, and she'll end up breeding it. So, well, maybe, I don't know if she has an adult female, but it wouldn't surprise me if she does. She's got some very nice spiders. So that's that part finished.
I was the same when Hal was in my pokey. He was a sweetheart, hooked out last month. Says Wolf. My fasciata, man, that's just molted, and my God, she is a beast. She is huge.
P fasciata.
Yeah, she is a big girl.
I think
really surprised me the difference, the size. She was supposed to be an adult female when I got her, and now she's matured. The size of her is just like, I was just blown away. I was when she came out for that feeding, I was just like, wow.
I think you
like
guys
I said before, you're not used to seeing big things.
Now it's
I don't know. I've seen your belly at a few of the shows.
Oh, that was a low blow.
Oh yeah, he gives them every second every day.
Oh, I know he does. Yeah. So we've got. I think you guys have seen this part quite frequently because this is the ones I'm normally feeding. So this sort of section is mostly baboons.
Hey, Mike.
But these are sort of all the juveniles that I'm growing for breeding projects and stuff like that.
And hey, Mike
So,
Jr.
Mike and Mike Jr. we got. So
Well,
yeah,
Mikey.
few bits we got here. We got Harpactira and Elcronensis male, not mature. So that's obviously for my adult female at some point. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 Monocentropus balfouri. We got some more over there as well, but we'll get to them in a bit.
Haley.
Chilobrachus electric blue female. Chilobrachus discolus from the wonderful M&T tarantulas. This Chilobrachus hohenai is the first.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
What's up, Mark?
Sorry, Charlie. Scott, you're a fucking wanker. Shut your fucking mouth.
Hey,
I wish
it's
you'd let
9
me
o'clock.
tell people it's like the time.
Nah,
It's
nah,
9
nah,
o'clock.
nah. The watershed was
Um,
given. Shut the fuck up, you fucking bastard.
All right.
You
All
fat
right.
belly. You're
All right.
fucking fat, you fucking ginger cunt.
Okay.
Guys, the watershed's over if you didn't realise.
Yeah, the watershed's over, by the way.
Yes, BH. A fucking wanker.
All right.
Good to see you in there, Mark.
Are any of those out and about, Charlie?
Yeah.
When he starts, I can just feel myself going red. I'm like,
If any of you guys hear any names and like spiders you haven't heard of or want to see, you can let me know. I'll start with something that's not so good. So I rescued I didn't rescue. I paid a good amount of money for. But I brought a collection recently, guys, and I'll be making a video of it on my Instagram very soon about the state they're in and what I've done to make sure they're all okay now, and sort of the process I've taken to sort of rehabilitate them. But I went to this guy's collection. He did say that he didn't have time to look after them anymore. And that's fair enough. We can all get lax, but these animals were in very bad condition. I'll show you some of them later.
Right, I'm going to share his Instagram link into the...
So in a second, it'll probably come up under my name. There you go.
Sweet. So
That's
yeah, I will be
Charlie's
sharing.
Instagram. So give it a quick follow. It takes you a couple of seconds, and as Charlie said, that video will be going out on this collection. That he says he paid for them, but he paid to rescue. I think is probably the
He's
best
on
word.
880 followers. Let's get him to 900 today.
Yeah. So yeah, I paid for them. I sort of, when I went there, I brought latex gloves and some tools because obviously during the current situation, anyone selling their collection, I want to make sure all the spiders are clean. You should do that anyway, regardless. But I was with some of the spiders, I was even making them come
Charlotte.
up. Sorry?
Charlotte's just said feeding now. One of the jumpers has passed away.
Sorry about that, Charlotte. Jumping spiders don't live that long. I'm sure you gave it a fantastic life while it was with you. That is a shame. Yeah, I actually, funnily enough, I don't know where it is now, but I still have the exoskeleton of my old one. She was with me for like 2 years, and she was an adult when I got her. So
wow.
But yeah, I know. I was very surprised. I was expecting her to go any day, but she was.
She did well.
Yeah,
For an adult
really
to last 2 years. Was it Regius or?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, an adult female.
And she went for 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Towards the last, let's say, 2 months of her life, she could hardly even cling to the side, but she was still kicking around. I assume she was an adult anyway. I can't remember when I should have a photo somewhere on my phone of when I got her, but she didn't seem to grow in size, and I think she only molted maybe once or twice. But yeah. Oh yeah, this collection. So I went to the guy's house. I wanted to check over all the animals. They were all like full of mold. A lot of them had flies or fungus gnats in them. Some enclosures that were meant to be dry were really wet, and vice versa. Some that were meant to be dry were really wet. So
Charlie microphone getting further again.
Okay, there you go. Better. Thank you, Wanker. So So yeah, obviously I checked them all over. Some of the less valuable stuff I didn't check, to be honest, because I was in this guy's house and I didn't have much time, which isn't a good point. But there was 46 tarantulas there. Anyway, when I got them home, and the next day especially, I realised what I had just done to myself. Because these animals were not in a good way at all. As soon as I got home, there's an ethicist that actually has just gone to Ling, was just drinking and drinking, and the adult female, which I have here actually next to me, the adult female, is that one just molted? I think it is. Adult female Agen, like just drunk for like an hour straight, I swear. So. And all the Histocrates gigas that I have here, you'll see they don't act like gigas at all. They're all really not well. I had to feed them all pre-killed, which they all have eaten. So I do have faith that they will survive, but they are not in great shape. A lot
They
of
are
them have
heavily
had bad.
dehydrated.
Yeah, they were all heavily dehydrated. I was rehousing them in a box, and there was a small water dish in the box, and they were all going over and drinking. Every single one of them were drinking from it. So yeah, basically the guy had given up, and I spent 2 days with my girlfriend, who was an absolute saint. She did most of the most of the enclosures for them when I was stressing out and calling Chris, and yeah, it was horrible actually, because when you have these animals, it wasn't about the money, but it was about that I want all of these animals to survive, and it really didn't look like any of them were. Thankfully, now a lot of them look great, and I'll show you some in a bit because they're on the opposite side of my room. But and also the worst part is I had to keep them in my bedroom, because obviously I didn't know what was up with these animals, and to not take risks, I had to keep them in my bedroom, which isn't ideal because it's not as heated as this room. So I've just moved them in here today, and I'll explain why and what I've done when we get round to them, I guess. But yeah, I guess we can show a few spiders. What we got here?
Yeah, I think it's probably better if you just pick some out then.
Yeah, this is a
I
very
love
cool
the
one.
setups that he's done, especially on those acrylic enclosures.
Yeah, we'll get up
On
to
the
them in a
on
second.
the next shelf, yeah, I was thinking
Yeah.
the same.
We'll show a few of these. This is juveniles anesthesia species blue. I just posted. This is my most recent photo. It's a shame the camera doesn't really pick it up that well. But
Species blue.
Yeah.
Blue, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're not very
Wow.
common.
That
I've
is
got these.
that people watching. I mean, that's a spider. You're not even going to see it as show. Do you know what I
You
mean?
won't see these. I got this actually as a spiderling. This was captive bred by the name evades me, but I've got 2 of these. I've raised them both from slings. This one is looking like it's male, just by the colours it's showing right now. The other one is looking like it's female. Not Mark Harrison. No, it wasn't him.
No.
I don't think so. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Someone else, I think.
No, that's that.
What else? Let's see. Have a look. I mean, I show this all the time, so I'll show two more from here, and then we'll move up. So this, I always say, is the most underrated baboon, or maybe even spider in the hobby. Well, just because you don't hear people talking about them a lot.
Is that curly hair?
Yes. No. This is Tarantula caudatus. I've got a few of these. I've got 2 females. I've got 2 females, a male, and a handful of slings as well. So it's such a shame the camera doesn't pick it up well. But yeah, these are really gold. They've got little gold bands on their legs. They're super, super pretty. We got Harpactira dictator here. C. sanderi, P. lugardi.
Dictators are a nice spider as well.
They're nice, yeah. Not my favourite Harpactira, but
Charlie,
yo,
you have Windows laptop.
Yeah. Why? Huh? Why?
Can you see that then?
Oh, you're looking to try and boost my microphone, are you?
No, not microphone.
Okay.
You can use your laptop as a hotspot for Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
Sent you on WhatsApp, but yeah, just a quick
Okay.
one.
All right, 1 second. Hold on.
That could actually improve because obviously phone has a better quality in it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
for you guys that are kind of watching, Charlie's in his spider room, which is in the garden, so he has literally no signal on his phone when he's down there, which sounds like a paradise for a lot of us. And he's on his laptop with the USB camera and what have you. So if he can get the hotspot going on his laptop, hook up his phone, he is laughing.
Hopefully, we'll see.
Just while we're waiting, if any of you guys do YouTube or Instagram, just type me. If you do Instagram, put your Instagram name in. If you do TikTok, put your TikTok name in, and hopefully people can pop over, go search for you, and go and have a look and all the rest of it.
We've got
And
3
if you,
people subscribed to his Instagram.
Yeah, I
Let's
got 3
get another
followers. Thank you
17.
very much.
I should imagine a lot are already subscribed because we did it the other week, didn't we?
Yeah,
last
look
week.
at this Zenestis species blue.
There you go.
Oh my word!
So the thing I love about these as well. The carapace is obviously stunning, but this is the first molt I've noticed where the chelicerae and actually the legs have started to go blue. But this spider, it's ridiculous. They're insanely pretty. Like everything about them.
Are they insanely priced?
I think I got them for a very reasonable price. I think I want to say I picked the spiderlings up, which, by the way, they're good sized spiderlings because there's an ethicist, but I think it was £60 each, maybe. And considering I've had them less than a year, you already see the size on them. They grow quick, really quick.
Yeah.
I wish I picked up more now, if I'm honest. Show. Ah, okay.
Is it working?
Jason, Zenenthis blue, not bright.
Yeah. I have 2 bright as well.
I've got 1 bright, gorgeous spider.
Well, you had him in this as well, but you sent that one to Ling.
Yeah, I have 2 species bright, 2 species blue, and I have an adult species white.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I'm still not sure.
How are we looking on the hotspot?
Yeah, trying now.
Bloody hell.
So it says
I apologize for technical difficulties, but we may improve a little bit on the quality quickly, which is was a quick idea. Well, it not always works, but it could, and it would be.
If you do YouTube and you got your own YouTube channel, type me in the comments, and then hopefully some of you guys will go and give them a follow over on YouTube as well. And there's Charlie's Instagram.
Yes, and while we're talking here, who's going to the Coventry show? Because that's only 2 weeks away.
Oh wait. Not working this one either because obviously the whole situation. So I'm actually going to have the first show where I'm walking around, wandering around, chatting and looking at stuff for I don't know how long, for probably about a year.
Nice. I did see they commented on one of the latest posts that they should be open by end of the month, hopefully. So let's see how it goes.
That'd be about right, really, with the time frames.
Yeah. Ish. So
Amy says I might be going to Coventry. Amy, come on.
Just pop down.
Amy, you've got to come anyway because you won part of the giveaway.
Yes.
And I don't want to give it. I don't want you to say give it to this person because I really want it to go to you. And like I said, I'm not working on a table, so it'd be great to spend more time with you as well.
Did it work, Charlie?
It's not right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Wolfie, so do I. I wish you could come Coventry too. Well, you can. You get the train.
If there's a wish, there's a way.
If you get the train down on the day,
hold on.
Chris can come and pick you up from the railway station, or I can.
Oi.
DK, it's a big. I want to go. It's a big trip from Scotland. Yeah, oh yeah. You could fly down.
Yeah,
like
actually.
20-minute trip on the plane.
I think I've just got it.
But I should imagine. Flights though probably cost the bloody earth. And if you like what we're doing, remember to hit the like button. Give it a share as well. Just while we're waiting for Charlie to hook up the super duper Wi-Fi to his phone.
Hopefully. Bosh.
You're definitely at the other show after in November. Is that Phil's one, yeah?
Yes, Phil's one is on the 4th of November, and then Brighton is on 20-something.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one is Brighton, 24th, 28th.
I think I'm going to miss the Brighton one. It's just a bit too close to Christmas.
It is.
And I've done it before, and it's been tight after that then.
I should be joining now, guys, on my phone.
Just make sure you mute the microphone straight away.
So you just want the camera from my phone, basically, right?
Yeah. Just the camera.
2.5 hours with Spider Shed, that's doable. I'll call Greta Thunberg, Scott. You do that.
You won't call Greta Thunberg because she was arrested today.
What for?
Some protest.
Hey, Derek. I think. Are you giving me a lift to Phil's one, Chris?
Brighton is 26th of November. And there we go. That's better.
Right. I've got a nasty burn.
Make sure you flip it while we're doing it.
Oh.
Turn the camera on its side so it fills the screen. And then, Chris, can you look at that? That is awesome.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Perfect, dude. Perfect.
Cool. Well,
good thing we have a tech guy here.
And thank you to everybody just for holding fire for a couple of minutes as well. Appreciate your patience.
So here's one that you've probably all. Why can I still hear stuff? It's annoying.
Yeah, it's really hard to turn the sound down though.
You can't. Yeah, it's a bit silly. Oh well. So here's one that you've seen a million times, Chris, already. We'll take the one that's just molted because this one is even prettier. So this is Harpactira marxi. Not a very common spider at all in England, but a very pretty one. Yeah, she's very striking. Oh, connection's gone.
Put your microphone closer to your face.
Sorry, there you go.
That's better.
Connection's gone a little. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so very striking species, really pretty. This one just molted. So actually, tell you what, not just molted, but it molted. Oh, give me 1 second. I should have.
That's completely fine.
Some. Oh no, wrong way. Here they are. So, I think this one would just about be ready to read.
Going to Phil's show on the 4th at the Middenhall. Yes.
Maybe it's not quite ready. That worm's playing dead. Oh no, it is. Slow. Oh, there we go.
Chris, can you pull Charlie down with us so it's just the one camera?
2 seconds. I'm making another one.
Because that way, obviously, there we go.
Yeah.
Nice one. Yeah. So as juveniles, these are really pretty. as they grow older.
I'll get you, man. Fingers crossed.
They will. Let me see if I can get a bit more light on it. It's quite nice. So yeah, as they get older, they will lose their gold coloration on their carapace. They still maintain those little bands mostly, but their legs get a lot darker. Definitely one of the cooler Harpacteria genus, I think. Oh, connection's going a little bit on my phone, but
it's not bad, to be honest.
it's okay, yeah. So as you can see now, a little bit more. So this is sort of the growing on shelf, my juveniles and stuff like that. Then slings, and then up to there. My girlfriend is requesting I show the questionably prettiest spider on the shelf. Is her little jumping spider.
What species is that?
That's P. regius as well.
Where is it?
Just up there.
Oh yeah.
There she is. So she's got a lovely little pot for now. She'll be happy that I showed Philly. Very original name. Right, let me drop this camera one sec while I put these back. And then we'll move to the stuff that we all want to see, the planted tanks.
Oh yes.
Well, which, to be honest, I don't have a lot left of now. I have my main 4 females, and that's about it. Right, so, as I said, I separate them kind of into sections. So this section is my...
Look at those beauties.
This section is my 4 largest adult female arboreal spiders. So in this corner we have a Pocotheria ornata. This one we have a Samopaeus arminia. This one's my favorite because this one's just got everything. This is Monstera. I can't remember the scientific name for this, but we've got lots of little bits. This was her last male that she ate. The springtails are still enjoying that, so I'll leave that in there. Behind here we have
Craig.
Good night, Craig.
Night, Craig.
Here we have P. regalis. Basically, in the back here, I hollowed it out. So I spray foamed the back. So I took the whole enclosure apart. I spray foamed the back, stuck the cork onto it, and then hollowed out the cork. So basically, the spider can go back in behind there, have darkness, but I can also lift the tank off and see behind it. And in here is my P. metallica, which actually looks horrible. It did look a lot nicer, but the plants died, which is very strange because mostly I have quite good luck with plants. So the Samopaeus arminia, I just got a mail today from Laura. I can't remember her second name now. Kelly.
Is it yours or is it loan?
Kind of alone, really. But why did you want it after? It'll probably be arranged. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, this is sort of up here from up is mostly other little bits. So here we've got oh, there she is. We've got sub-female Chilobrachys kencrochan. In here we have a P. subfusca lowland. Here we've got Chilobrachys huihani and a Chilobrachys fimbriatus in there. And on the top shelf, I keep sort of paired animals or slings. So slings because they want to grow quicker because it's hotter up here. So here we have various baboon species. We've got Brachionopus maracale, Harpacteria tigrina, golden black, and I think that's it. And then these are all Dolichothelid diamantinensis in here that I bred this year. Oh, produced this year. Here we got to show her off.
Are these slings that you've bred yourself all for sale, Charlie?
Yeah, the Dolichothelid diamantinensis are. I don't have any Harpacteria tigrina or anything left. They'll be growing on for me later. But yeah, I also have Harpacteria pulchripes, which I'm growing on, but I could sell one if someone was interested. So this is my adult female Harpacteria namoquinensis.
Oh my word!
She's a very pretty girl. Oh yeah, didn't take long. So yeah, she's stunning. I am so happy to have this species in my collection at this size. Man, yeah, they're just awesome. And And I've found their slings grow very quickly as well. But yeah, she's got a lovely, just all web.
Oh yeah.
She's got a nice big setup there. Okay, so yeah, so she's at the top there. There's also another pulchripes in a similar style enclosure, just there. So you can see I've got a little thermometer here. Maybe it's a little bit higher because it's on top of the light. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, there's a pulchripes that actually got paired last night. Oh no! Yeah, last night with a mature male that was on loan to me from Luke from Spa. So hopefully we'll be able to get some more babies. And she is the one that produced for me this year already. Obviously she's molted, but so yeah. Here we've got a species bright, Xanathus, a T blondie, and a species bright. And I guess
are the brights out?
Yeah, one.
Because again, they're not like your average spider, are they? Do you know what I mean?
Definitely not. This one, we just got the back of the leg. I'm suspecting this one actually is male. If not, we can give him a little spray down anyway, though. Actually, no, this one is not looking very fat, so give me 1 second. I have no doubt. These guys are fantastic for their food, so... There we go.
Look at that.
So yeah, suspecting this one's male because I think they both came from Spa, so I suspect they're from the same sack. Yeah, this is much better on this phone camera, eh? Very lucky.
Yeah.
Nice one, Chris. Yeah, so
I'll help you around the show, Amy, don't worry.
One thing I have noticed about the Xanathus is they are very shy. So, yeah, that's that bad boy. These enclosures, by the way, are from NeoRep. They are really, really good.
I've got a couple, actually. That'll be tier 1 and some roaches in the other.
Alright, tell you what, we'll just try and move this laptop around a little bit. Oh, it might. Don't know if it will do us dodgy, though. Let's see.
Again, if you haven't liked the stream, remember to drop it a quick like. Be absolutely awesome. If you don't like what we're doing, you feel free to dislike it too.
Oh, there we go. Wait for us to be back. We all good?
Yep.
Cool. All right. So on this bottom shelf, it's kind of some random stuff, really. Oh no. Oh right, I see the phone's gone, right?
The laptop works, but the phone's gone.
Yeah, give us a sec. There you go. We're back.
No, yeah.
Hopefully. Modern technology that you can rely on, apparently.
Oh, hold on. I think this is. I think it's just glitched. I'm just going to leave and then rejoin because it's showing I am there.
I got you.
Oh, that sounded nice.
Obviously, we have a little bit of small difficulties with the
he's
down back of his garden in a shed.
Yeah, but that will be fixed.
That will get fixed.
Microphone, I'm muted.
Cool, we're back, baby. All right, let me just change the camera.
Hey James, watching on TV, so not much chance to interact, but some stunning spiders.
Hey, thank you so much. Yeah, well, I think there's a lot more nice ones to come. So down here, there's sort of some random stuff. These two are actually for Chris. This is a Neoholothele NC Classic and Gold. The Gold, oh man, they're just so awesome. If you don't have a Neoholothele NC Gold,
no, Wolfie.
And you like your New Worlds, I mean, I don't know what's much better than this. Because I didn't realise how pretty they are, but my god.
Hey Mark.
Oh, Victoria. That beauty.
Man, they are so
Hey
nice.
Mark, hi Victoria.
Oh yeah.
And one thing for sure.
Oh yeah.
this Incy Classic over here gave me the run around my shed for a long time.
Cheers, spiders. Shed.
Oh man, that was a pain in the ass. They are quick. Here we actually have. I don't know if they're going to be out. No, that one isn't. So
Appreciate that, Spider Shed. Says, love this kind of content. Nothing staged, just how it's meant to be.
oh, that's awesome. So yeah, it's obviously I've never done anything like this because it was from my bedroom previously. So this obviously is nothing staged other than me cleaning my spider shed before I did this, so it was a little bit neater.
Oh my god, the enemy's in chat. Do not mention me going Coventry and buying spiders. I'm just going for a walk round.
Yeah, so these in here, I have a male and female. Oh my gosh! Oh, I thought it wasn't labelled then. Whew! I was about to lose my shit. Yeah, so this is a P Murinus UMV male, and then in here we have the female somewhere. Notice I keep my Tarantula arboreal, well, somewhat at least. So this seems to be, from what I've read, how they're mostly observed in the wild. So my Tarantula murinus I keep somewhat arboreal, but we'll get to the big Tarantula murinus in a minute, and maybe feeder as well. Right.
Tara's just reminded me. She says, "I'll be with you, you moron." So Tara's actually coming Coventry.
Yeah, Derek, I have Harpytura caffriana.
Hey, Tara.
They're not very big, but I do have them. Possibly, maybe before the end of the year, or maybe sometime next year, I will have an adult female. But regardless, I'll be going on these guys for now. Harpytura are my favorite genus for sure. So when I see the opportunity to get them, I do pick them up. But yeah, I've got some grown on Harpytura caffriana slings. Right, anyway, this is my favorite, I guess my favorite section. So, these are some nice enclosures I've done up. These are all mantis den enclosures apart from this. There's my Biroop Cimeromoxagorum at the back there. You can just see him. This guy
Where did you get that beauty?
I don't know. I think it was from you, Chris. So, we'll just turn a little angle here so we can sort of see what I'm showing. So yeah, that one's actually there. I've just shifted this all around. So in here we have probably my new favorite in the genus. It's hiding down there. It is a Ceratogyrus meridionalis, and it's really pretty. Look at that Biroops. It's always out, man. Always. Anyway, so yeah, that is a really nice species. I've got this lovely moss that I collect, which even when it's dry, it stays bright green. I need to collect some more of it soon. Here we've got one of my 3 adult female martial eyes. I have one for sale if anyone wants one. But here,
adult female.
Yeah.
How much?
We'll talk after the show, I guess, Scott.
Okay.
Because maybe you like to pay on Nature's credit card, don't you? So.
Sorry.
What? Nothing.
I use Chris's credit card.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I don't have credit cards.
He does. I applied for it. It got sent to my address. He definitely has one.
That old Chester.
Imagine.
Just trying to look at chat.
Hey, Moon.
What's up, everyone?
Hey, Moon.
This is another C martial eye that has been paired, so hopefully she's burrowed all the way down the back there. We might be able to. You can just about see her probably. So hopefully we'll see a sax from her soon. Now we've got the Harpytura shelf. So we've got a few different Harpytura here. This is one of my original Polcropes that was sent to me as a male from TSS. Thank you, TSS. I now have 2 adult females. This is a Harpytura dictator, which I managed to sex out female the other day, which is fantastic. She's just hiding under there. She's probably due a molt fairly soon. This is a lovely Harpytura baviana enclosure. Recently moved her in here. Oh.
Do you keep any of the damp species in those enclosures?
Yeah, so these are the same. These are the same enclosures here.
Just seem to do really well, yeah.
They're just So you do need to do a lot. I'll show you again with them in a second.
A lot of spraying.
Yeah, I'll show you. So this is dry moss again, 100% dry, because this is Harpacteria baviana. I never spray my Harpacteria ever, unless they're expecting to drop a sack. However, I water every single one of my baboons every week religiously, and almost every week they will drink. So no matter what species it is, any baboon, I will always water them, and they almost always drink. I also, you'll see, I don't have a water bowl, and well, these two I do because I set these up quite a long time ago. But if you look, that water bowl is just pointless. So, but however, her web acts as a water bowl.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll always drop water near them, and I do this every single week. I think it's more important than feeding, and they almost always drink. So
Have
definitely.
you ever seen a spider suck the water from out of the soil or the substrate?
Yeah, I have seen that. So
That's
obviously not all of my
impressive.
spiders. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So obviously not all of my spiders are web a lot. So my non-baboons, I've seen them do that as well. But yeah, oh, you can see the leaf moving. So I think they're here.
Charlotte says, what enclosures and where did you get them from?
Okay, so these are all. Yeah, I was going to get to that actually. So these are all mantis den.
You did
So.
say.
Oh, I did say, did I? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these are mantis den. So these are the 20 by 20 not for mantis den enclosures. They're called NFM, stands for not for mantis. And I've used these since the beginning. And I like them because they're all acrylic. They come to you flat packed. I actually have some just over there actually that are flat packed, but I'm running out of phone battery. So yeah, so they come to you flat packed. You put them together. You see these little bands. I've never had any issue with any warping. They've always been kept under hot lights. This one I've had for ages because this is the original enclosure I put this adult female in when I thought it was a male. But yeah, so this here.
I think if you have an issue with warping, then your lights are probably too hot and too close.
Yep, possible. Yeah. So I keep my lights this distance, but obviously they're turned off a lot of the time. The lights are not for the tarantulas; they're for me. These lights obviously are a bit different because they need to grow the plants. If you are going to get these enclosures, I can't recommend them enough. I keep all of my adults. What's up, Osman? I keep most of my adult tarantulas in these.
He says nice selection of heart bacterias. Charlotte says she got distracted taking the lid off a tarantula enclosure.
So with these ones, you can just about see, maybe, there's a layer of brown silicone at the bottom. So when you get these, you can silicone the bottom, and not only will this keep this together, but it will stop the water from spreading out. And you can also see on all of these, I have hydroballs at the bottom. And these plants are the original plants that have been put in here, and they've been in here for over a year. So they've been doing very well. But I swear by these enclosures. I always rant and rave about them. I mean, this one I've had for over a year as well. It looks brand new. They're fantastic. You can either have the mesh screen on top or the fabric. This used to have a mantis in, so it has fabric, but I never changed it and I've never had an issue. These are the wire tops, but they send you both when you buy them. But you can also get them cheaper at shows. So yeah, mantis den, fantastic. And good customer service, nice people. So
Liam, he's awesome.
Yeah, he is indeed. Oh, so here actually I have this hidden up here because we've been very busy today. But there's another adult female Balf.
Nice.
She's hidden up there. So yeah, Harpacteria dictator in here. She's a female growing on. Got a few males held back for her. Baviana. This is from the new collection that I brought. This is a Ceratogyrus sanderi. That one's looking very healthy. Now I'm going to have to, because this enclosure is massive, so I'm going to have to just pop you up here and I'll bring it down into the light so we can have a good look at her. Oh, God.
No worries. Ooh.
Right, so now we're in the light. I don't know if we're even... Oh, signal gone on my phone. Let's see. Are we back? There we go. We looking good?
Yeah.
Cool.
Bloody
So
hell, that looks nice.
yeah, so this enclosure is again a neo-rep enclosure. This is again using this nice dry moss. And this is for my adult female Pteronoculus murinus DCF Kenya. So again, I keep it slightly arboreal. It is very dry in there. But yeah, I don't know if she's going to be probably, well, you're not going to be able to see anything. And she came out and ate the other day, so now she wants nothing to do with me. But yeah, so very nice. I need to get some more of this moss because I love this setup. These neo-rep enclosures, unlike the what's the other brand that make
Exoterra?
No, there's another one.
Komodo?
Komodo, that's the one. So these ones are a little bit different. They have these little sliding bits, and what you can do is you can either take off 2 of the latches and it will open like that, or you can take off the other 2 latches and it will just totally come off. So it's quite nice. But all of neo-rep stuff is good. Yeah, all of neo-rep stuff's really nice. Here we have our Monosyntropas balfouri adult female. She double dropped. Unfortunately, the second sac I can no longer see in there, so I assume she ate it because I don't see babies. But yeah,
Stranger things have happened.
yeah, it's true. It's true. We've got 2 little scorpions up here. I keep these on the hottest part of the shed for obvious reasons. So we've got H. Hazardurus arizonensis. Which I only got last show. I want to put her in a nice big enclosure. And here, this is not mine, unfortunately, but this is a beautiful spider. Scorpion. It's called Nebo whitey. I'm not going to disturb it because it's not my animal, so I want to keep it nice and chill.
You froze it when you were showing it.
It's okay. You can't see it anyway. It's hidden, so I'm not going to bother disturbing it.
Night, Spider Shed. Take care.
Good night, Spider Shed. Thank you very much. Just pop this one.
What happened there? Was that an advert?
Sorry?
Did an advert pop up then?
I don't know.
Pretty hope not.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's sort of everything really on that side of the room. We've now got this last shelf to do, and I'm gonna try and prop a light up so we got a bit of light over here. In fact, we'll just take it over with us.
Had a few adverts. What? I had 2 adverts so far. Really? How do I? What's YouTube doing to me?
Right, there we go. Oh, we got a bit of light over here now. So, all of this side pretty much... Can you guys hear me still?
Yep.
We're still looking... Alright, I guess I'll... Do you know what? I'm just going to leave the laptop for now because it's not important, is it? So pretty much all of these animals are the ones that I rescued from this guy. So these are the gigas, and I've rehoused these, and you can see they still haven't burrowed down. This is actually, I think, Chris's mature male, which makes sense why he hasn't. Looks like he's made a wanky blanky.
Yes! He's mine.
Good.
We just try and cancel these adverts.
But you can see these are not in a good way. They haven't burrowed down at all.
Lindsay says there's been a...
Why can I not see the chat anymore?
Charlie, you still have that adult female Minox?
Yes.
I may need it.
Okay. I think she's about to molt anyway. So we got a P. muticus. What is in that one? I think that that's an Asamani. We got lots of various stuff here. There's an Elsazami, loads of Paryabanas. If anyone wants a Paryabana, let me know. I'll pretty much give them away to you for free. This is a Celiacosmia crassipes, burrowed down there, which has actually done really well because it didn't look very good when it first started. But you can see it's made a nice hole now. Then we've got some really exciting spiders. Oh, there's the Minex there. She's pretty.
Osman, the advert is down to the country you live in.
I think I don't. Hopefully that's no more adverts. It just I never selected to put them through live play. I think it did it automatically. Fuck you, YouTube. There we go. Fingers crossed.
To my girlfriend, if you are still watching, would you mind running me down a phone charger to the shed, please? That would be fantastic.
He'd like a nice cup of tea as well and a foot rub.
I'm alright for that for now. But oh, look at that. So this is another thing. When I was inspecting his collection, he gave me a box that said El Sazamai, and I was like, okay, let me have a look. Looked at it. I was like, yeah, it's not Sazamai, mate. And then he gave me another one, and it said T. Kallenbergi, and they were all mixed up. So yeah, so this says C. Darlingi, but I believe also by the underside you can tell this is actually C. Marshalli. The horn shape looks different, and I believe the Marshalli.
Put the microphone to your face.
The Marshalli only has one band that covers the book lungs, and I think the Darlingi is slightly different. So anyway, she's good. So the baboons that I got from this collection were actually okay. I believe this here. This is a Grammostola. This is beautiful. This is a subadult female Grammostola Polkapes. She's
nice.
She's very pretty. Someone's already got her. Oh, and here's my girlfriend. You are just the best, aren't you?
Hey, Charlie's girlfriend.
Round of applause for my girlfriend for running that down to me.
Thank you very much.
Now my phone's
we know he's a pain in the ass.
I got to turn it on. How do I turn this thing on?
He's blocking the camera, so he's going, I love you, babe, I love you.
No, I'm trying to work out how you turn this charger on. Ah, is that it? No.
Yeah, Lindsay says, I'm not watching from the UK. I mean, it could be that. No, YouTube had selected to play live ads while it played for some reason. So I've just gone on, deselected it, and then resaved the live. So fingers crossed there'll be no more.
We can just see the feet here of a subadult female Ephenboppus cygnathus. You can see the little toes poking out. So again, this one's done quite well. So that's very grateful. There at the back, you can see Ephenboppus murinus, adult female. She's a stunning one. I believe that would be going to Jeremy's Wild World. Down there, do you know what? I've got no idea what it is actually. I was rushing. I went out for dinner with my girlfriend, and I was rushing to try and get labels back and everything just so I could display stuff nicely. Charlotte, we were speaking last night. If you're still here, this is the Brachypalma auratum that you saw in that photo. There's a Formictopus atrichromatus. Yeah, that's how you say it. I believe. Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
In here, which is a very nice enclosure actually. Quite
I love those fish ornaments, man. It's in with spiders and stuff.
Yeah, it looks nice. So this one in there is a Poecilotheria miranda. I'm not sure what sex it is. And there is a P. metallica just poking out there. These two were hardly living when I got them. It was not good, but now they're both very healthy. You can see the other ones over there. That one's Chris's one there, actually. It's going to Chris. And that one is Ling's one. It's going over to Ling. And we've got 3 lovely, healthy, active GBBs in here. Hopefully I'm going to upgrade all of these soon because I'm not particularly... They need a little bit more room. They're not very big, but I'll give them a little bit more room. So I'm going to sex these out, and these will be getting sold to whoever wants them. And then we've got 4 female Balfours.
What's for sale? Sorry, the wife just distracted me.
Green bottle blues, but I'm going to just sex them out first and then probably sell them on. if I can manage. But for most of these animals, unless I can see they're very obviously healthy, I'll be waiting for a molt and waiting for a feed, and then I'll be selling them on. There's a few of them which are really healthy, really active. They're all fine, but a few of them. Oh, and this is Mummy Dodka Thalidamantensis.
Nice.
Sitting on the side there. Oh yeah, and there's a Orphanaceous species Mandarique purple. In here is my Zenesis species white, but it's not often out. In here we've got a Avicularium metallica, Hogna Miami, and at the back there we've got a tiger wandering spider.
Cupinus sali.
Yeah, that's the one, Cupinus sali.
Very nice they are.
So with this collection, I've had it in my bedroom for the last 2 weeks. All of them were dehydrated. Some of them were overweight. Some of them were underweight. But for the most part, all they needed was a nice fresh dirt, basically, and lots of hydration. So I kept them all in my room for 2 weeks, as warm as I could. And I've sort of after inspecting them all, they haven't been showing signs of any bad things, anything that I'd be looking out for, and deemed it safe enough to bring them down here. But also part of my thinking was that if I checked with this guy, he hadn't brought any spiders since BTS. So all of these spiders have been in his collection a while. And as they were all, most of them I pinch grabbed, which I don't recommend, but we discussed, Scott, for the health of the spiders, sometimes it can be necessary.
Yeah, I think pinch grabbing for the sake of it, just go look at me. No, but if you are checking a collection for possible nematodes and such like, then yeah, definitely.
Certainly,
or if you suspect the spider is suffering with something, then we could use it just to check the health, definitely.
Exactly. So yeah, that's pretty much this room. Oh, there's a few. There's an L. pariabana, a Chilobrachus electric blue adult female, and a Asian oculato adult female there from that collection. And then I've got a few more left in my bedroom that I just want to keep in there a bit longer. And then
exactly, Bastian.
I can't read the comments right now, but
it can do a lot of harm if you don't do it correctly.
Yeah. If not to the spider, then to you. But yeah. So that's pretty much, I think, we've almost been through every animal. Oh, I guess actually, something quite cool. We can have a look over here because she's out. If you can see her there, that is a Hogna carolensis with an egg sac.
Nice.
Ooh.
So she's very cool.
And then Jez has just bred those as well, hasn't he?
I think Jezza actually captively bred them. Was it in my case? It's captively going to be just captively reared because she was wild caught, I guess.
So he didn't pair it, yeah.
So I haven't paired mine, and I wasn't expecting it at all. One day she just popped it out. So yeah, so I think that's just about everything.
How big is the room, Charlie? How much room have you got left to add more spiders to? Hey, Andy.
Well, so my plans are, so we can see here, I've got a load of shit here, basically. A lot of this, actually, if Osmond's here, these are your extra terrors that you're coming to collect from me. Sorry, Chris. And
don't worry,
I've got packing peanuts in the corner there, and a few boxes that I was packing with today. So all this is going to be insulated, these window sides, and given how hot it is in here at the moment, and it is still quite cold outside, I'm thinking I might not go full whack with the insulation. I might just do the windows. I'll see. But anyway, so I've got this sofa, which ideally I don't want in here. We're going to probably get rid of it because I want to put a desk in here in this corner so my camera's facing back here. You can see the spiders, and I've got a very special plan for this wall, but we'll see soon. Hopefully I'll have it by the end of the year. So I plan to put a rack along here as well, and obviously there is still more room here, but obviously I've only been in here a month, so stuff's still getting organised, but I'd say it's about 3 meters by Yeah, I'm not sure totally. And the ceiling's not very high.
Charlie's Derek said, Charlie, great collection. I'll be waiting for the slings from the Capinaria. Take care all. Good night. See you next time. Night, Derek.
Night, Derek. Take care, mate. Right, I think I can probably get off my phone now, guys, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah.
Chris, if you can do the...
Oh, just fucking banker.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Have you pre-ordered anything at Coventry Show or?
Do you know what, mate? I don't think so. I'm kind of after I had that box from Enclosures. I don't know if you saw that.
Not yet.
Oh, that mate! I had one of the best mystery boxes I've ever had from Enclosures. So I had that this month. I had a big import from Germany that I got with loads of fantastic baboon species. And then I had this collection. So to be honest, I'm not really after anything. If someone has a really crazy baboon spider or a really nice Asian fossorial, I might grab it. Or other than that, I'll just be looking for mature males probably. And coming
What
for
males do you need?
just baboons, mate. Really. Probably things that I won't find. I know Tarantula Room has a Certogyrus meridionalis, so I might pick that up. I'd probably, looking around, I can't really find much that I would need. I mean, if miraculously someone had a Nemocronensis male, if miraculously someone had I don't know, something wild, a Sandari male, I guess I could take. Although I'm not sure she's an adult quite yet. Yeah, but apart from that, mate, I'm pretty happy where I am. Pretty happy with everything I got. I wouldn't mind another female Dolichothele damantonosus. Yeah, Charlotte, we got a few. We got a few for you, for sure.
Yeah, the Dolichothele, you don't really see them that much as adult females, do you?
You don't. No, you don't. I think their growth rate is not slow, but it's not massively quick. They're a dwarf species, but they are South American, so that they have an okay growth rate. I brought mine as a juvenile unsexed from Portsmouth, and it turned out it was female, and I've bred her quite young, and obviously I had quite a successful sack from her.
How about an unsexed Regalis from Portsmouth, and that ended up a female?
It's funny that.
I don't know.
I wonder how you managed that.
I don't know.
It's funny. I actually brought an unsexed Regalis from Portsmouth as well, and it ended up female. I haven't taken a molt, but it did end up female.
Just shows you, though. I mean, everybody says, "Oh, it's unsexed, so therefore it must be a male."
No, we figured out that they just missed the fucking sexing.
Yeah. Basically, I went to Portsmouth. They had pokies, like good sized pokies, which myself at least could probably dorsally sex, if not ventrally sex. So picked out a nice female.
Laughing.
Well, to actually show you something from this collection to give you a sort of idea. This is obviously not an ideal size for a spider, but this
is it still unwell, Charlie? Do we need to put a warning out while you're?
No, I think it's okay. It's just a little bit fat, mate. And it's missing some hairs. It's nothing graphic. But this is just the G Polka juvenile. I'm wondering if you'll be able to see. So you can see the abdomen there is quite a lot of rubbing.
God.
Yeah, and it's very fat.
Very overfed.
So obviously when someone's not taking care of their collection, they're probably just throwing food in there and not really thinking about how it might affect the animal. But anyway, this animal, you can see the abdomen is quite large.
Yes.
Very balloon shaped. But anyway, I'm not too worried about this animal. It's quite healthy. It's moving about. It's looking good. So I'm not too worried about it. Just going to keep it nice and warm. Keep it nice and hydrated. And yeah, hopefully it'll melt out and it'll be all good. And then after that, I'll sex it and that will be moving on to a new home, hopefully. So yeah, there's not enough Jeep Hulkers around, and I've got a pair myself that are growing on, so I'm not after any more. But yeah, I mean, you'll see this video and you'll see some of the enclosures these animals were in, but it was pretty bad. But yeah.
Let's go back to
Sorry, what?
Oh yeah.
layout. Oh,
This
there you
one?
go. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, fat cunt.
Hey, Emma.
He's not very nice, is he?
No, literally never changed since the day I met him.
Well, that's when you know
Chris
someone's
is
genuine,
Chris.
at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think we've been through almost every spider in my collection. No? Well, not individually, but that would take forever.
At least we know how nice the collection you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful collection.
Yeah, so I'm not.
Emma says, Chris, you better not talk to me like that, young man. Oh, you've been told.
Unfortunately, I talk like that to everybody. I don't.
You don't discriminate in the
Yeah, I don't
vulgarity.
discriminate. I talk like that to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Osman's list. He certainly has some very nice tarantulas that I would be after.
Oh, yeah.
Osman,
And again,
do you have
some beautiful setups as well.
Osman,
Yeah.
do you have a Chrysogaster for me? Give me a price and I'll give you the money for it. If someone had a Harpyter or a Chrysogaster, I would certainly give a pretty penny for it. If you got me one, Osman, give you a nice big kiss.
Not for sale. Ah.
Yeah.
It's just not for sale.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm lucky. I have someone maybe going to be getting some of those for me soon. So.
Oh.
Not slings either. So well, maybe.
Emma says, Charlie, what's your favourite tarantula?
If you had to tell, if I had to say my favourite species, it would probably be Harpactera caffreyana, although I don't, or Orgocephalus brayeri, although I don't have adults of either of those species. But my favourite in the room, God, it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's so difficult. I have a Chiropagopus longipipes very soon. It's a mate's very excited.
Oh, are you still going to bring me the verse email?
Who you talking to?
Osman.
Oh.
I thought you got Versimail.
Yes. Maybe.
What do you need another one for then?
Well, I'll correct. I had a verse email.
Chris.
So he said he sold it. Versus sold.
Chris, do you know who that verse is sold to?
You. Fuck's sake.
Sorry, buddy.
Fuck's sake. I had the first dibs on it.
No, you may have thought you did, but
That was fucking months ago.
Me and Osman were playing a little prank on you. Sorry about that. I think. Oh fuck. I don't know.
No,
I
my
couldn't
mail
even.
got eaten.
Maybe. Do you know what?
I'll
Actually,
leave it
maybe my female Harpacterium amalconensis is probably one of my favourites. She's full of character, super pretty, not
Hey,
very common.
Saltire.
Yeah, probably my amalconensis. I think.
Amy says hers might still hook out Chris. What do we think then about moulding enclosures?
I think mold could be a very good indicator of stagnant air and stagnant water in your enclosure. However, I do not think the mold itself is damaging to tarantulas, but stagnant water and stagnant air can be very damaging to your tarantulas. I shouldn't say stagnant water, I should say water saturation, like saturated water in your enclosures. I used to get it a lot on my isopods. I don't get it so much at all with any of my tarantulas because they're all kept quite dry, because of the species I keep, and none of these have obviously ever had mold in them because they have springtails, water separation layer, blah blah blah, all that shit, and plants to drink up the water. So, but yeah, I think that would be my opinion on it.
The only thing with mould and stuff that concerns me is the spores. And where do we all sit? Right next to our spiders, breathing that air in.
Yeah, I mean that's
Oh, there
certainly.
you go. Emma's just said the same type of thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's also not aesthetically pleasing, is it, for us to see that in our enclosures? So
the Ornata that's got the white mould in it around the bottom of her enclosure literally does not go in her burrow anymore. So it's going to be really interesting when I rehouse her whether she actually creates a burrow and uses it, or if she wants to stay arboreal again. If you're asthmatic, I'm very wary, says Emma. If you speak to Sam at Bug Realms, a couple of years ago, he had an enclosure next to his bed with mould in it and stuff, and he was experiencing chest pains, and he didn't know where they were coming from until he cleaned that enclosure, sorted it all out, and then the pains when he was breathing and that disappeared again.
You said it was mushroom spores, no?
Was that mushroom spores?
That's what you told me, I think. I think so, anyway. Or maybe it was mold spores. I'm not sure.
All right, I love you, but I will be leaving you.
Okay, mate.
Okay.
No
I'm only carrying on till 10:30 tonight because I got something I really need to do.
Yeah, that sounds good to me, mate. I need to
Fuck
make food.
you, Scott. Bye, Charlie. Love you. You fucking pay Dave Anker. I'll see you all next time. I need to go.
See you in a bit, Chris.
Bye.
Yeah, so I mean, pardon me. I personally have never thought about it as affecting me, but I also have never really had them. I mean, the only ones I've sort of had mold in would be my isopods when I kept isopods because there was a lot of water up there, you know.
Before I go, make sure everybody please subscribe to Charlie's Instagram. We're trying to get him to 900 subscribers, and he's on 883. So we just need 17 people. Share it out, please, people. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See you later, Chris. Amy says I have mold in one of my enclosures, but the tarantula is very close to molt. Should I leave it until it's finished molting? Or until it's actually molted? That's a bloody good question.
Yes, I would absolutely do that. personally, I would do that. And the reason why I would do that is because, well, it depends what spider it is, I guess. Moving enclosures could make it molt. I don't
That's true.
think I've had that a lot actually with spiders. When you move them, they molt. Depends really what species it is. If it's an arboreal species like a Versi or something like that create hammocks, I'd probably leave it because it's got to spend a lot of energy creating all that web again.
Yeah.
If it's like an Aphonopelma, probably just move it.
If it's heavy weather, don't move it. If it doesn't put any web down, hardly ever, move it.
I mean, likely it's not going to affect the animal. Like, really likely it's not going to affect the animal. But I mean, just why? The mold isn't going to affect it.
Emma says, I have no clue why my GBB enclosure is always really damp. Changed it several times, still very wet, very webbed up. It is the webbing that traps the moisture. What's the ventilation like on that, Emma?
So what I've found, Emma, is as well with like Asian species that I keep, like Chilobrachys, when they have plants in their enclosures, if they web over them, it creates almost like a microclimate underneath the web. So it can be very humid and very moist underneath the web. And it can also, sort of trap the moisture in there. Maybe it doesn't even let it evaporate as much as it would before. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, very true.
That's not a fact. But regardless, I would just, with a GBB, I would do how I was explaining earlier with my hard bacteria. I would just drip a few drops of water onto the web once a week. If you have that kind of time, if you can do that every week, I would just do that, and that would be the only way it would get water.
Amy said the tarantula is a Cancer scuria balacosne. Yeah, I'd swap it out if it isn't a Cancer scuria.
Yeah, probably fun.
You'd be fine with that. They don't really web at all, do they? The genus.
No.
I haven't got experience of that particular species, but going off the genus.
No, that'd be fun.
Bastion says never let the web get too soggy because it will mold.
Yeah, I mean, I think
no plants, just caught bark. Says Emma. Yeah.
If you're, I think if you're keeping any arboreal species or any species that requires a lot of humidity, the big thing is to be able to spray it often, but for it to have good ventilation, so the air is not going to be stagnant. So, like, even with my Chilobrachys cancrochan and Fimbriatus, I spray them quite often, but they have a lot of ventilation, so nothing ever sort of goes bad.
It's not just the ventilation either. You've got to create that airflow.
Yeah.
So you want
cross ventilation, yeah.
You want ventilation holes around like the top layer of that substrate, so when the air comes in, it goes across the top and then up, and that'll help release that humidity as well.
I've got a really good example of this actually. Let me bring it down because this just happened to me and it freaked me out a little bit. Not freaked me out, but I was a bit surprised. So this enclosure I've just shown you for the P. Miranda. So this one, was it out? Is it? Just thought I heard it. So this one I created, so you can see them here. So it's got quite nice damp substrate, lots of leaves, plant here, living in the plant, and this fish thing. Now, this had actually previously been in a fish tank, so it had this nice. This hasn't been in a fish tank for about 6 months, and it's been kept dry, obviously. But you can see just about, well, over the front of the face, you can see all that white little spores, the white mold, right?
Yeah.
Mold can survive for a very long time when it's dry. And what I'd done was, as I sprayed it, because obviously the animal was dehydrated, so I wanted to make sure it was plenty hydrated, and I'd put a lid on it. Now, it wasn't this lid. It was one that had significantly less holes in it than this. And I had put it on, and where in my bedroom it's been shit because I've been quarantining all these spiders, I put another animal on top of it in the same enclosure, and it had basically just had no ventilation up. So instantly, within 2 days, all this mold had grown on it. Within 2 days, and there was loads of fungus gnats in there. So now you can see I've just lifted that off, and there's not a single fly in there because I made sure to get them all out. And also when I changed the lid. So basically, that's all it takes, really. 2 days, and you can be out of control mold, and that's all it takes. But yeah, so that's an example of that.
Emma's going to be rehousing a GBB. Is it a boreal or terrestrial? Semi-boreal. So you want to create anchor points for it, so it can still climb up. But what it'll probably do is create like a massive webbed up area where it will just sit and chill.
Yeah, I can show you something that might help you get inspiration for that as well, Emma. If that's what it was. Was that Emma that was doing her GBB?
Yeah.
Okay. So this actually isn't as nice as it was previously because I had to when I got the slings out, I had to break it down a little bit. But this is a Dolichothelus damantonensis, and I find that they're quite similar in their lifestyle. So what I've done here is they're only a small species. Is I've taken loads of little twisty branches and I've scattered them all around the enclosure. They had more. She had more in the middle, but like I said, I've had to break it down a bit. But that way, she has the choice to build lots of web bridges and ladders up to the top, and lots of anchor points, and it makes for a fantastic enclosure as well.
No curse then. My olives are boreal and I need a 2 meter high enclosure. It's semi-always stay on 1 meter. Okay.
Like olives.
I think he's referring to snakes.
Yeah.
To be fair, it does look a little like a Johnny Cashy. The rare that Encanther Scurrius was on about.
Yeah.
The Encanther Scurrius species Ilquitos I've got. It's a difficult one, that is. Is it not?
Wait, what do you think it might be?
Ephebopus.
Really? Oh, you got some photos of that.
I'm not the only one that thinks that as well.
But wait, Ephebopus. That would be a really big mistake.
Yes, massive.
Okay.
For me, it is very chilled. It is a relaxed spider. There's no aggression with her at all. But we'll see. What I'm going to do is just wait for that molt and then take as many pictures from as many different angles, put it onto Facebook, and see if somebody can't come along. But the carapace on her, the cameras, I've tried every type of lighting. I cannot get how beautiful that carapace is on film. It is. It's like a gold with a black background. So if you imagine the globe, a map of the globe, the land being in gold and the sea being black, that is literally how a carapace is.
How has it been living though?
Terrestrial.
Okay.
Which suggests a Cancer Scoria.
Yeah. Is it flicked hairs at you?
No. 0 hairs flicked at all.
Interesting.
It was very timid to start with. Now it's at 2 or 3 times. It's a little bit more, but it's still very, very timid. Very timid. So she'll be out, she'll be stretched. You go anywhere near the enclosure, she's cooled back up again.
Interesting. What did you mention, Johnny Cashy, Amy's Web?
That's what the Cancer Scoria Bolzina looks like. I think it was. What was it? Bolzina?
It looks like a Phonopelma Johnny Cashy.
I think that was the conversation.
No, I don't have any tarantula tattoos. I've been wanting a tattoo for ages, but I just never seen one that's really gripped me.
I've got a fair few tattoos. My opinion would be, whatever design you settle on, wait 6 months and see if you still like it.
Yeah.
Because once it's there, it's there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I also don't think you should get a tattoo before you're 25 either, because the decisions you make when you're between the ages of 18 to 25, so the decisions that you make when you're a bit older are completely different. And so those are things that you like as well.
Charlotte's still here. Charlotte might be having two nice new worlds from me.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
Is she umming or is she like, yeah,
well,
just?
I think yeah, one of them she's wanted a while, and I really want to get it out of my collection because I've got so many spiders here now from this collection. I'm just like, and Charlotte, I've known Charlotte for a little while, and she actually won one of my giveaways. I can't remember why I did a giveaway.
She's a nice person, isn't she?
Very nice person.
That's how she'd always come across.
For sure.
Totally agree, Scott, says Sarah. Yeah. Night, Ian, take care. I used to do art, but never still liked a picture after about 2 weeks ago. Wouldn't still like a tattoo. OBT, says Charlotte.
What's OBT? She's not having OBT from me. Well, not that we discussed anyway. Maybe she wants one. I don't know. No, I think she. Oh no, she won an OBT and a Cancer Scourge Uniculata sling from me back in the. Was there something else, Charlotte? Was there anything else that you won, or was it those three?
The giveaway.
Two, yeah, I can't remember. It was two.
Yeah, she got the OBT from the giveaway.
I think there was one. Yeah, it was an AGen, an OBT, and something else, right?
Isopods.
It might have been, yeah.
Oh, Amy says it could possibly look like that because it is in very heavy pre-mold. Yeah, it does change a spider when they go into heavy pre-mold. I mean, this species Ilquitos is definitely what I've got. So I'm desperate for it to have a molt.
You know it's female, or yeah.
Oh yeah. You see the underneath, and it's just like, oh yeah. Just got a Darlingi from Adam. That's all I've had from you.
Yeah. Nice.
I think my next tattoo, when I can afford it, is black. This will be all black.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have, if I can find a decent artist in Coventry, I want another tattoo put in on top of the black because it looks amazing, absolutely amazing if they do it right.
Interesting.
But it's just the tattoo prices now. It's 350 quid for a day.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
It used to be like 100 quid. Oh.
Everything is expensive now.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a little. This is arguably one of the more. This is probably the most famous tarantula in my collection because it was at the Pendulum music video.
Amy says, I think my Solaris will hook out when it molts next. Have a word with Luke from Spa.
Solaris.
Yeah.
That's the fastest I've ever seen in a Phonopelma move.
That's the one that was in the Pendulum music video.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
can't
good.
believe she just moved that fast. I've never seen a Phonopelma move that quickly in my life. That's crazy. Oh man. But Chalcodes, man, they're pretty little spiders. I would honestly, I know sorry, don't listen, but I'm talking to my spider not listening, but I would honestly happily never have a Phonopelma in my collection, but I'd keep this one here just because if I ever have someone come over that's afraid of spiders, they're just bomb-proof.
Many a wreck night dancing to Pendulum, says Sarah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, this one was
Go team Shackleades, says Mark.
Shackleades.
Or Calcodes. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah. Mark's a huge fan. Huge fan of Shackleades, Calcodes, whatever you want to say.
Oh, okay. A8 converter man is Mark.
Mark, yeah.
Okay,
Mark and
cool,
Victoria, Mark.
Yeah. Mark's got some Diamond Tenessa slings coming from me, actually.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not pronouncing that, Osman. Osman says he's got the Afna Palma. Oh my god. Ah, thank you. Multi twice, still 5 mil.
Yeah, my friend has an adult female anti-Hoffman, I think. She's got most adult female Fonopalma. If you like a Fonopalma, follow Alicia's Arthropods on Instagram. She has some really nice Fonopalma. She's got Marksy, which is like super uncommon. I think slings are going for like £60 or more of a Fonopalma Marksy. I think she has Anti Hoffman. I think she's got Johnny Cashy. Just loads.
I got the, like I said earlier, I got the bulk bicolor It's molted twice with me in 3 years.
She's
and
got
it's
two female bicos.
Still so small, it's unreal. And it's 4 years old.
Yeah, it's Fonopalmas. I don't have the patience for that.
John said, "Oh yes, John, I remember now. My P Metallica I got from you at the Bedford show is doing great. I bought a new enclosure on Saturday and it settled in great. Started webbing up, making its hide. I am so happy that's fine because obviously that you didn't get it from me, you got it from Bugnut, but yeah, we did have a good look at some of them, didn't we, mate? So he had a nice one.
Fonopalma slings at 30 degrees to get them from 1 centimeter to 3 centimeters in the air. Well, I don't know if you know, Tarantula Ramblings, I can keep my Harpactira pulchripes at 20 degrees and I'll get them from 1 centimeter to mature in 18 months. So,
Sarah says, what do you recommend as the best beginner species of tarantula? Oh my word.
Calcodes.
Calcodes, Curlier.
If you're buying a sling, do you know, I found curly hairs. In my experience, I haven't had many curly hairs, mostly from collections I've brought of people, but I've found curly hairs are pretty mental some of the time. But then I have had one super chill one, actually, that's now at MOT.
What I will say, though, Sarah, is whatever you end up going, oh, yeah, well, I'm going to get so-and-so a spider, let's say it's curly hair. Don't go for a sling. Go for like a grown-on sling juvenile or even a subadult, because if you get a sling as a beginner, it can be very, very boring because you get the smallest of pots and there's tiny things in there somewhere. And you'd be panicking about what size food it can take and all the rest of it. Where if you get something bigger that you can feed an adult red runner to or an adult dubia, you are laughing and you can see it. Yeah. And your friends come around and there will be like bump and they'll be like, wow, what's that? You know? Only talking about a Hensi. Really, I have other spiders that are still slow even when I tried extra heat.
Yeah. Yeah. There are some spiders that are in the Aphonopelma genus that I do question. I personally find Samani is a very different spider to the other Aphonopelma in my experience. But then I haven't kept a lot of.
I get what you're saying.
That's just I think I've had 4 Samani. Not always intentionally.
Yes, Mark.
But sometimes brought them through collections. Yeah, I mean GBB. Yeah, GBB is obviously a little bit more. All I would say is if you're getting a starter tarantula, beginner tarantula, don't get a beginning tarantula because you want to hold it. Because tarantula, as ridiculous as it sounds, tarantulas are an individual animal. Some are crazy, some are chill. There are pokies that are probably chill. There are Kilobrachus that are probably chill, and there are probably Chalcodes that are crazy. So if you're getting a beginner tarantula, it should be because it's easy to keep relatively. Yeah.
I've never, yeah, that is literally so true. I've kept several different OBTs. They live similar as per the genus, but then, like Charlie's saying, spiders do can and do develop their own characteristics as well, as which is mind blowing, because we just assume that the spider eats, sleeps, and then wants to get its pelts away, and that's it. But the characteristics of individual spiders can be very different from one to the other, even as the same species.
Yeah, and I think if you've worked with if you've worked with a lot of inverts before, and you've worked with maybe, I don't know, say snakes before, or something like that, something where you got to be on your toes quite quick, you can get any spider. I think Harpactira are a great genus of spiders to start with if you want something that grows quick. They are venomous. They are really quite venomous, and it's gonna hurt you if it bites you. But
oh yeah,
really, you shouldn't be getting bitten by any of your tarantulas unless you're being silly. If I get bitten, it's because I'm silly. Sometimes I do irresponsible stuff, but I'm not doing it because I want to show people or I want to. It's just sometimes when I'm rehousing, something happens. But I never. All of my spiders, if they are in their enclosures, the only time I have ever held them or had them in my hands or whatever, it's when I put them into that enclosure from when I've received them. I can't ever remember, other than my Chalcodes, I can't ever remember going into that animal's enclosure and getting it out to hold it. It just doesn't happen with me.
If I rehouse a curlew, I will still catch cup it.
Yeah, I would as well.
and any of the brachias, Teleticatals, because when you come to be dealing with an old world, you don't want a situation where you take the lid off and you go, oh yeah, just like you did last week when you rehoused your curlew, So it keeps that good practice right in the front of your mind, I think. And the last thing we want is a newspaper to say, oh, this person arrived at hospital because they got bit by their spider. The less of that, the better.
Yeah, I've never. I've been bitten by a few snakes. Not really venomous snakes. A few mildly venomous snakes, but nothing crazy. But that's pretty much me letting them bite me, just because I know they're not going to hurt.
Right. Unfortunately, I am going to have to end the live because I've literally got. I've got a couple of things.
I need the toilet so badly, but I was just holding on because I knew we were finishing.
Oh, you should have said. I would have thought. You should have said, dude.
So good on you. Finishing.
Oh yeah, because I have got a few little things I need to get done in the next 30 minutes before bed.
Sweet.
I saw you handling that beat Bahimi, Scott. Yeah, that's when I was an idiot and I weren't thinking correctly. It was on a rehouse in my defence, but it was.
Also, before I go, sorry, go on.
Things change, and I think mentalities change, and so does maturity in us as keepers as well. I recognise I was being an idiot and never done it since.
Well,
I think you said that just to provoke stuff anyway. So.
Well, listen, I don't have an issue with anyone handling their spiders personally. Like, if I think you're irresponsible if you go down into your spider's burrow and pull it out just to handle it. I think that's irresponsible. But and I think you're not really a good keeper if you do that personally. But if you're rehousing a spider, you do it how you want to do it. If you're handling a spider occasionally, that's up to you. But then I think promoting it to people is not a smart thing.
I think at the start of the journey, you do things, and then further you get down, those things then change because you mature as a keeper and you learn more and more, and you realise that at some stage that some things that you're doing before might not necessarily meet your ideas at this point that you're at, if you get me.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, nice to see you both. And wise words, Scott and Charlie. Love hearing people's opinions. Thanks, Scott and Charlie, says Emma.
Yeah, thank you guys. That was awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
Charlie, really appreciate you coming on, dude. Again.
No, thank you. I always love to chat about spiders because I don't really get to do it enough in real life. So,
because I know you've come on a on a couple of lives, but we've never really dedicated the whole time to you, have we?
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Well, now obviously I've got a nice space to be able to do it in. So, but yeah, I'll be having a drink with you at the end of the month, hopefully.
All right, sounds good to me. Sounds good to me.
Cheers, guys. Thank you, everyone.
Take care, everybody, and thank you all for watching.